This striking architecture is not your usual Humboldt design. Surrounded by redwoods, concrete and steel come together to bring a style of monolithic proportions. Let's see what it's like to call it home. Patrick, thank you for allowing us in this awesome, rad space. Before we begin the interview, could we have a quick tour of the house?
Absolutely, come on.
Awesome.
This is the primary bedroom.
Primary bedroom, awesome. Yeah. I've noticed all these like wooden accents here, but another thing that I've noticed is that there are no curtains.
No curtains.
What is it about the no curtains?
I like the light that it provides, and I don't really like window coverings.
Yeah,
so,
it's a little harder to clean as well.
But it seems to work here. You have enough privacy with the forest.
Yeah, and then you literally have a redwood curtain for your room. That's perfect. I've also noticed these like nice little lights right along the edge here. Gives it a different kind of feel. What kind of atmosphere are you going for in here?
I think it's sort of like reminiscent of like a ship. Like if you're on anything, these are sort of ship lights, and you have the curved ceiling. And it kind of adds to that ambiance.
Definitely opens up the ceiling as well with that curve. With any primary room, there's an ensuite bathroom.
There is.
So the curved ceiling is very distinguishable in this room. Is it in any other part of the house?
No, this is the only part of the house that has a curved ceiling. Everything else is flat concrete.
Nice flat concrete, wow. Speaking of the rest of the house, can you show us the living room?
Yeah.
Patrick, thank you for the quick tour. It was nice to see all the different little features of the house.
Yeah, thanks.
What was it about the house that spoke to you?
I've always liked the modern industrial kind of stark look. I used to always get Dwell magazines when I was in college and just flip through those, and obviously there aren't many places like this in Humboldt, so when I found one, this was kind of my dream home.
Right. Yeah. What is it about this style that makes you feel comfortable?
The openness, the feeling that it's very easy to clean, very easy to maintain. It just doesn't feel stuffy. I really feel comfortable in a big, open, concrete house.
So what's this house like throughout the seasons?
It's a perfect summer house. It's just like the exact right temperature, and you can have the doors open. It's nice or closed. It has radiant heat floors, but it just still doesn't really warm it up enough in the winter with this. Yeah.
Especially with the concrete floors, it's kind of hard to have that heat, radiant heat come right up, right?
Yeah, so that's the only thing. It's definitely a little cool in the winters. Yeah. The main thing that I did is I put that fireplace in the corner and tried to find a fireplace that fit within the kind of feeling of the house. So it took a while to find a modern industrial-looking fireplace, and of course, putting it in here was a little difficult because this house is filled with rebar, the walls. So we had to hire a local contractor with a diamond blade that could come in and cut a little hole through the rebar to put the fireplace in. But that was the main thing. It is really a house that I liked the way they did everything and chose not to try to change much.
So this architecture is very rare for Humboldt. What makes this house unique, aside from the architecture, from the other houses in Humboldt and the other houses in Europe?
It's certainly, yeah, the gray concrete structure is brutalism, I guess is the style. But the wood accents, I think, really help. I mean, I do like just stark kind of industrial architecture, but that would be a little too much if you didn't warm it up. So I think all the wood and also all the reclaimed features. I think people put a lot of time into reclaimed doors and steel, et cetera, that kind of give it a little more character.
Yeah, recycling and reusing and just making everything kind of unifying these features together into this home, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this house has a personality?
Yeah, it does. It is just, again, very sort of stark and not for everybody. I certainly, it's one of those houses that people come in and there's, half the people are like, this is exactly what I want, and it's a dream house, and other people say, how in the world could you live here? This is not very cozy, not great, but I think it's the personality is just open, easy. You're not worrying if you spill anything. It's forgiving.
Right, a forgiving home, yes. Are there any other additions that you want to add to the house to make it more perfect?
I would love to have a deck out in the back looking at the redwoods. I suppose one of the only faults that I had with whoever designed it was that the decks are all looking out at the street level, where it seems ideally if you had a deck that you were just looking out at the redwood forest, it would be perfect.
What is it about the simplicity of this house that you like?
Ideally, I don't want to spend a lot of time doing house maintenance. I want to just be at home enjoying myself, and this house speaks to that. There are other houses I've lived in, you're spending time, especially on the weekends, doing cleaning and a lot of things, and you just feel at this place, you just sit and have fun or play games.
Right. So what's the square footage and how big is your lot?
I think this is about 2,300 square feet, which is mainly just one room.
Oh, right.
For the most part, there's the two sort of smaller bedrooms off of it. The lot itself, I think, is probably less than maybe 1/8 of an acre. It seems larger than it is, but it just goes down into a gully, so the property line stops here, but because you're in a green belt, it makes it seem larger.
Well, Patrick, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate it. It's a rad space. I love the way it sounds and the modern brutalist style that it has. And it's very unique to Humboldt County, which you would not have thought that this place existed here. It's awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Yeah, it's fun.